guys, so I am going to show you a day in the life of an influencer marketing manager, and I'm going to be uploading a lot more of these types of videos on this channel. I wanted to record an intro, although I've been filming for this video all day, and I think it's been on manual focus, so sorry if a lot of the clips are blurry because I did not realize that I haven't picked up this camera in a long time. I'd say most of my job is influencer marketing, although I do still end up going into different areas of D2C. So you might find paid media, email marketing, SMS, and then there's all these branches off from those. So with influencer marketing, there's ambassadors, which are also known as affiliates, and then also we have our paid talent, which is, you know, more mid-tier, macro, celebrity, and sometimes smaller people can get paid as well. In a general sense, that's how I branch those off. I do love all different areas of e-commerce, so that's why I wanted to have this channel be a bit more broad. But since right now the majority is influencer marketing, that is what we'll talk about. The beginning of my career was a lot of social media management, so I have some knowledge there, but you know, I'd have to say I love the numbers, and I get to do a lot more numbers with influencer marketing. I do find there is an art to influencer programming. It's not like how it was before, and it never will be. Year over year, there's always changes. I mean, I'm trying to figure out TikTok these days, using that more as a brand awareness platform, but they are, you know, working on their ads platform, doing brand or influencer whitelisting ads. Anyways, I could blab on. But if you like these day in the life of an influencer marketing manager or day in the life of an e-commerce manager, whatever I get into, definitely subscribe and hit the like button. Today's interesting since it's a holiday. I still wanted to record it because I do find that even during holidays, I still have to work often. Times I do still have to work, so I thought, why not still record it? Hey guys, it is 8:11 and today is Monday, Labor Day. And funny enough, I think I am going to work today. I didn't get enough done that I wanted to last week. And so today I'm going to be doing a lot of prospecting and planning. I am working on a 90-day plan, and then also just need to look at overall what my to-do lists are in general for the week. So I think it's going to be prospecting, planning, and then doing a sort of rough draft outline of what the 90-day plan should be. Today, I am trying to look at this autonomous desk that I saw somebody was having for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Smaller version is, I think, $4.99 on the autonomous desk website. And then the larger one is like $800 to $999, and so that's crazy. I mean, luckily they have financing options if you were wanting to do that, but the one on Facebook Marketplace is, I asked her if she could take $275, but she did say there's a lot of inquiries, so I probably should shower, get ready, and then go over there to test out the desk, and then maybe my dad can help me get it later with his truck. The reason why I'm looking at a desk, and I'm sitting here trying to budget actually and trying to be really good with my finances, but the desk that I have right here, it's like not the width, wait no, the length. The length is too narrow. I think it's 27-ish maybe, and maybe 20. Actually, I should measure it, but the autonomous one I think is 29 to 30 inches this way. So I do need the extra space because this is making me feel cluttered. A work computer on the left, and then I have a personal computer on the right, just so that it's easy access. I thought that this was interesting. I wouldn't really normally pick black, but it actually helps me separate it from my personal, because for my personal you can see I have white over here. But yes, we have the MacBook Pro, a monitor, keyboard, and I know this is crazy, but this just in my head is what I want. So then I have like a smaller keyboard and then a trackpad. I'm messaging her, would I be able to come look at the desk in an hour? I'll just ask her that, because then I would need my dad to help me with his truck, and they're not coming over for lunch until noon, but I might have to ask them maybe to come over earlier so we can all drive together to get the desk. So I think I might have mentioned that I offered $275, which is still extreme, but a lot cheaper than $4.99 or $3.99, whatever they have on their website. So that's the plan. I've been really bad in doing Uber Eats on Starbucks because when I go to the Starbucks, it literally takes 30 to 45 minutes because I do drive-through. Well, I probably should just go inside. I don't know. It's just me, my like introverted ways. I don't want to go inside, but the drive-through does take a while, so it's to me kind of a waste of time. But then again, I'm wasting money doing Uber Eats, so I might have to go to Starbucks, and because I didn't make any coffee. I also need to do the dishes since my parents are coming over. Just need to tidy up the kitchen. Oh. Okay, so she said it's okay to come over in an hour. Okay. Anyways, I need to go get ready. I just want to put like a little makeup on. I think the chair is creaky. Ambassadors are often known as affiliates, but we don't call them affiliates because people don't like the term affiliates, and a lot of people don't like the term influencer. So I usually say talent and ambassadors. I definitely delve more in the paid area, but a lot of brands want their ambassador programming ran as well. And so that's why I end up still doing it, or I end up coaching coordinators to do it. Like I set up a flow for them. In the start of my career, I was, which some of you might recall, but I was just doing social media management. I need to like actually do something because I need to get, ooh, I actually just got this. I'm just gonna rub it with a baby wipe. I used to just be a freelance social media marketing manager, and I do feel a lot of others are great at content. I feel I know what I want. I know what I want the feed to look like. I know what kind of videos we need to publish. Depends on the age demo, but I do feel a lot of younger 20s are great at social media management. And sometimes if it's just your right niche, for instance, my friend Jackie, she was just so perfect for this one Christian brand. It's a women's Christian tees brand, so I referred her over. And she's doing fantastic at the content. I don't even know where you would find a better fit because she's a YouTuber who knows how to edit and obviously talks about her faith a lot. Certain people are better at certain types of social media management for sure, but I've definitely leaned more into the data and analytics and ended up an influencer. So I was doing social media management for years, and now I'm doing a lot of influencer, ambassador, and now I'm even oftentimes I'm getting integrated into like email marketing, SMS marketing, paid media. So just overall D2C. This is like really floppy. It's like not sturdy. I got it at Daiso. I like the application though. It's just like, it's kind of, it moves a lot. Does that make sense? Like every single project I've worked on doing the influencer ambassador, and it's the same with social media, it's a project trying to figure out what is going to work, and stuff changes all the time. And that's perhaps why I've stuck with just different areas of marketing for a while, because I don't really get bored because I'm always trying to figure out things. I'm trying to figure out TikTok influencers. Right now, all I see is it being really brand awareness. I feel like you have to get a lot of views just to get the proper amount of click-throughs that you're looking for. I'm more of the person calculating click-through rates, conversion rates, you know, what campaign messaging is resonating best. Is the site running properly? Is the influencer or the talent, or is their campaign compelling? And then it just goes into forecasting, because at that point you're like, okay, you know what? You brought in 20K this month, and now you can actually scale that and take the best parts of what worked in the previous month and then keep scaling it. I'm very thankful for the experience I've had, and I just want to repeat the successes I've had. Luckily, I was in a position where the founders and partners really believed in putting money towards talent. And so they actually didn't even do their ambassador program really. It was kind of like in the background just because I thought it would be good to keep up. But you know, I was spending $150,000 to $200,000 a month just on paying people. We figured out what worked on our website, where to drive traffic to, and it just worked. And so we were doing, you know, minimum 3 ROI, and it was exciting. So I was hoping to continue that, but you know, not all people are sold on, you know, I was just having a call with a new brand and they were just like, paid, you know, freaks me out. I don't know, sometimes you just can't get all the deliverables you need from, where's my powder? Can't get all the deliverables that you need from just being like, here's a product. Although I understand, because you know that it does get expensive. People's brands have gone downhill because they've spent too much money on the other side of it. So I think a lot of people are like, oh yeah, everybody deserves to have money. But if a brand paid somebody, and if they keep doing this, if they pay somebody $500 and they only get $200 from that, and everyone's like, well, no, you're getting brand awareness and you're growing your socials, a lot of times that doesn't equate to sales. So a brand can go downhill real fast. There has to be some profit somewhere, and paid media is it's a struggle these days. People are like, well, you can use the content for ads, you know, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, but with the iOS 14 update this year, it's made it very challenging for many brands, and I like to stay in touch with people in the industry just to get an idea of, you know, how they're doing. And you know, it's a struggle right now. They are not getting the returns that they once got. You know, I think that some people forget about those other elements. I first was a creator, and then I went into behind the scenes, and I understand the need to get paid. And I almost feel kind of bad. Back in the day, I was like, I need $500, I need $1,000. I took $2,000 from a sponsorship, and I can almost guarantee that I did not bring in 2,000 sales. But if I was getting paid $500, it seemed like I was getting, you know, $1,000 in sales for the brand. So at least that was more, it made a little bit more sense, because I get that creators need to be paid. I was a creator to start, and a lot of my friends are creators, and so I get that. But now that I'm behind the scenes, I also understand it from brand side. And so I like to try to negotiate, because I need to, you know, otherwise I get in trouble if my numbers aren't good. So I like to try to negotiate, but I also try not to offend people, because, you know, they just might not know. They might be like, why are you lowballing me? It's like, oh, because we're scared we're gonna get in trouble by the investors, by the founders and CEOs, you know, because hey, if we don't bring it in, somebody's gonna be asking questions. Where is the sales? Why did we pay $1,000 for this? Some people value brand awareness, but I often, like, still to this day, like, get looped into where the heck are the sales. So I think that I will end up, I think no matter what, I always will end up in that kind of a role, just like paid media, email, SMS. Oops, I got mascara on. I don't really do my makeup as much anymore, so I'm not really used to this. Anyway, so I'm gonna go check out that chair, and then I need to have lunch with my folks, my parents, and then I need to actually do some work, which was why you clicked on this video. So let's get to it. By the way, hit the subscribe button and like the video if you want to see more influencer, day in the life of an influencer marketing manager type of videos, because I will be uploading all things just digital on this channel. So it could talk about my days as a social media manager, freelance, but a lot of right now you're going to see a lot of influencer marketing manager, ambassador, affiliate type of videos. And it might even lean towards other areas of D2C. So if you're interested, hang out, stick around. I want to measure this current desk and then bring this with me. So this one is 47 and a half inches long. Or width. I'm confused. The width. And then the length is 23 and like about 24. I'm gonna put Hendrix in his crate. I'm gonna bring in my phone, my purse. I bought air tags a really long time ago and I'm just now using the air tags. I think I ordered them right when they launched, so I don't know when that was. Was that like 6 months ago? They're very easy to set up. I don't really know why it took me so long, but I put one in my wallet, one on my keys. My eyes are always itching. My parents think that because all of our eyes are watery and itchy and weird, and we think it's after having the COVID shots. Not sure if that's real, but if you see any like skin being irritated, it's because I rub my eyes all the time now. It's ridiculous. I need to move this stuff out just in case the desk fits in here somehow. Love this car, but as you can see, the interior is brown, but I wanted tan. I figured for this car it's fine. And I might just do Turo because I see people doing so well, and I'm always about side hustles, and I will always be about that. So I just want to try things out for fun, you know, and see. Alright, on we go. I got the desk. I just wanted to test it to see if it made any sounds, and it sounded pretty good. So I'll talk more when I get home, but I'm so excited because I thought my dad had to help me, but it fits in my car. So anyways, moving on. Just got home and here it is. I have to have my dad help me to get it in, but they're really nice to include this blanket on there. They're very nice. So sometimes I get, obviously it's weird buying things on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, things like that, but they're very kind and it works and it's very silent. So I'm going to, is this thing focused? I'm going to do a separate review of the autonomous desk, and I did get the smaller one. I think it's the, is it the I think it's called Core, because there's a larger one, and I don't know if that's Pro. Anyways, I'll do a separate review of it, but it seems to work great, but it is heavy. So I think the only thing, the downside of this, I love that it's white, but it is modern. It is more modern looking, so if you don't like that style, that's the only downside. I wish they made more like farmhouse looking desks that had the stand option. I don't know, maybe somebody will make that one day, but anyway, blabbing. Let me go inside. I'm also gonna order Starbucks, but I know that you're like, why don't you just go get Starbucks? I've been gone and it's I do want to try to get a little bit of work done. It's 10:16. I feel like my morning is slipping away, so I do want to try to get some actual work done, which is why we're here. This is a weird like off day to be talking about a day in the life of an influencer marketing manager, because it's technically a holiday day, but also I find that your schedule kind of is flexible as long as you're getting the work done. I think it's interesting because I've pretty much worked from home my entire career, aside from the very beginning of my career, which was like 10 years ago or something, 9 years ago. I haven't really worked consistently in office for a very long time, so the pandemic switching over to work from home obviously was not different for me, but I do find, you know, you do have time to adjust your schedule, but if you do have Zoom meetings, Google meetings, obviously need to be in office, but today, no meetings, and so I still wanted to show you my day. All right, right now I'm just gonna do a quick to-do list of things that are on my mind for this week, and I'm using my black Stology, and I got this from Amazon. They have different sizes. This is the smaller one, but I do have a larger one. This chair is very loud. I am doing full-time, but I didn't want to let go of some brands that I was working on. Plus, you just never know what can happen with, maybe a job has to lay people off. You really never know. So I love full-time for the benefits, etc., but I just get scared that if I let everything go forever, that it's not good. Like, I'm definitely doing things on the side, such as reselling on Poshmark, Mercari. I'm going to do a whole channel for that. And I'm probably going to hire on editors to edit this content for me, just because I just simply don't really have time. So reselling on the side, doing some other stuff on the side. Plus I had my consulting work on the side, and I don't want to let it go, but I do understand the need to focus on full-time. Handing it off to other people for the time being who can take on the work. And so doing some more interviews this week to have somebody sort of take it on for me. And then if should anything happen, obviously I can always take it back or partner with the people. I mean, I don't want to rip away income from people, but also I'm not willing to just step completely away. Anyways, I'm like blabbing today. I'm just gonna make a to-do list in here. I love building programs. There's a lot of times where I come in and I have to either just keep the pace going or readjust the workflow, but for the full-time I actually am doing just building the program. I think they worked with influencers, but everything needs to be organized in one place and just maximized, and I have to do a 90-day plan. So I think what I'm gonna do, and I like to do circles, and I'll show you. So 90-day plan. I'm gonna write the brand names next to them later, but just for the sake of privacy, I just like to do circle and then the task, and then I'll put the brand next to it, or I separate it by brand. We need one female outreach script, which technically this could get outsourced to the new person. We also need to finish campaigns. I think what I should do is have my full-time on one separate page and do these other side things on one page, because then I can tell the person, hey, you need to finish all these or work on these items, since they are not going to be working on my full-time. So I'm just going to cross this first one out and then put it on a new page. Okay, I know there's so much to do this entire week, but I think I went ahead and established the priorities for today. It's a little hectic tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm doing onboarding with the full-time, and I'm trying to offboard from those other contracts, but kind of on the tail end, and I feel bad that they're not done. But I mean, I'm still gonna be around, but I don't think I can be around like what I was before. I need 300 more prospects for a brand, and that will take probably 4 hours. We need the female, it says female outreach script completed for brand. Finish launch campaign details for the males. So we separate them out, males, females, for this particular brand. Then remind ambassadors to post about a certain product for this other one. They did get a reminder last week, but I just want to send them a reminder again since it's been the Labor Day weekend. And then I need an email intro to people so that they can speak to a Galentine's Day collaboration in 2022. And I need to get to email responses, need to prepare weekly reporting for 2 brands, and then show people how to prepare those and what to go through in the meetings. And then I need to provide a TikTok prospecting Loom recording video so that the coordinators know what to do and they can work with the new influencer marketing manager for my consulting work. So there's so much I need to do for one particular brand. With one brand, they feel very full-time, and I did not realize that it was going to be like that. They have a lot of content needs, and they post multiple times a day on their social media, so they need a lot of content, and a lot of it's coming from their ambassador network. And so I did not realize how robust their needs were on the content side. I was coming in to essentially restructure the ambassador program to get them more revenue. So it was it's been a bit of a slight struggle trying to, one, realize how full-time this is, and I didn't realize because of the content piece. If you take that out, I think it would be a normal contract of, okay, we know we need to scale, we start here, we scale up, we're bringing revenue you know, we're building the program. I haven't been able to manage the content needs while trying to drive revenue, and I feel like the bottom line would be they need a revenue, but then they have all their content needs. Obviously, it's a struggle for the social media manager who might feel like she's not getting the right content, or, you know, X, Y, and Z, and that's a whole nother beast. And I would recommend having a separate person dedicated to only the content portion, working with a select 10 to 20 ambassadors that they can rely on to deliver them the A+ content that they need for the channels, because they are very specific and it's totally worth it. You know, they grow on social every day and they're very particular with the content. It's been interesting with their ambassadors because the ambassadors don't, like, some of them might produce a little bit of messy content and then they're wondering why they're not getting reposted. So it's been a challenge and takes up a lot of time to just coordinate between all of them just on the content side. So I'm hoping that we have a chance to get that organized, hire essentially 20 people that they can rely on, because some people just don't deliver the content they need. Not that they're, you know, the worst creators, it's just the content needed is so specific. And so I hope that we can get to a place and have a chance to, and with my new influencer manager helping, I think hopefully she can, you know, help separate things. But at the end of the day, people, when they're like, okay, we need to get the content going, but hey, we're not happy with our sales, is usually the conversations I have. So influencer marketing is just interesting, and that's a very unique situation. They have a very complex program. And then others, they just are like, we want to only see sales, we want to see commissions coming through. I find that ambassador programming is slower, and I don't know, it's just usually you get up to like 20-30K a month through your ambassadors. Now let me know if you guys have a different experience, but I find ambassador programming to be slower, and so that's why I've moved up the last few years to dedicating to talent media buying. So let me know what you think. I think ambassadors are great for content, producing more buzz around like a hashtag or a launch, or, you know, also being able to gift products, potentially getting some sales out of that. But I just haven't seen in my time like mass amount of sales right away with ambassador programming. I do feel it takes time to build, and sometimes you have your star players come in the mix and who are so down for the brand and they are down to receive product and commission. That's cool, but for some brands it can be harder. People demand money. But let me know what you think. I'd love to hear feedback. You know, everything that I say is not always the way that works for everybody. So I wanted to build this community for all of us to come together and just share our experiences, because perhaps I can help all of us become better marketers. And I always feel in marketing you're always having to learn and pivot, and you always have to brainstorm and come up with new ideas. So there really isn't a right answer at all times. Sometimes it takes multiple people coming together and being like, okay, what are your ideas? What are these ideas? And which way are we going to go now? And then if that works, awesome. But then you still have to pivot. Even if something works, you still have to think, okay, this is working now, but like we need to keep it moving. We need to keep moving forward. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to build on this channel. I'm gonna order Starbucks because I already got distracted enough going to get the desk. And so I know it's bad. I feel like it comes over here and I don't get further distracted. I'm doing a tall iced latte with hazelnut and coconut milk. I'm gonna do the spinach, feta, and egg white wrap. I know my parents are coming over with a salad, but I haven't eaten yet. So I'm gonna do this with, I do like the avocado spread. So I've been bopping around for an hour. Sometimes, I mean, I know it's not the best, but I used to take Adderall because I was diagnosed for, I feel like all of us have something, and all of us might have some form of ADHD, but I don't know. I don't want to get into like the theories and all that, but man, did Adderall actually make me concentrate. But you know, I just need to like work out more and do some natural things. It just shows me like right now I've been bopping around for an hour. Maybe it's the filming, but anyways, I think first I'm going to do the email intro, but then I'll have it scheduled for tomorrow to go out. I might poke into the email responses, although with this particular brand, the email responses from ambassadors has been kind of stressing me out a little bit. I don't know why. I'm going to therapy, so hopefully I can just not take these things personally, because it used to not bother me at all, but now I've just kind of been a little bit high-strung, you know? And then, let's see, and then I'll get to some prospecting. Here's my latte. They didn't have hazelnut, and they were thinking they might discontinue hazelnut and what is it, toffee nut or something? But I'm like, that's not, I mean, that can't possibly be. That'd be crazy. I love hazelnut. And then little items here. All right, the desk is in. I did notice that there's, the two holes are not at the top. So I don't know if this is an older version or maybe the top is replaced with a different top, but if you know anything about it, let me know. But I did test out the up and down portion. Let's see, I think one. It works great. It's already programmed those two, and now I need to move everything from this desk over. So much more space right here. This is awesome. There's so much space. I don't know why that there's not any holes in there. Maybe that's why it was cheaper. I don't know. But the dimensions are the same exact dimensions as far as the length and the width. So I am fine with that. So on my left here, we're still gonna do work full time, and then we have our side hustles over here. It's 2:05 and I definitely need 300 prospects. So one of the coordinators is sick, and then we're trying to finalize who is going to essentially take over my job while I'm busy with full time. I just need to get in there and just get it done. I feel like I've been on a roll with this certain prospecting, and so I just wanted to help out since, you know, we're transitioning this week and next week with me taking on the full-time role. So I was just trying to help for now, and didn't get up to my 300, but I did find some good ones that I do feel the brand will approve. So at least there's 30 in here, and let's see, I'm just changing to ready for approval and then adding a tag. So did not get to my 300, but we have one coordinator who is working in a few hours, and so that'll be happening when I'm sleeping. So I have one coordinator who's going to be starting their shift, so he should be adding about 50 to 70 prospects. And so I wanted to get up to 600, and there's 400, but I think we'll probably land around 500. And then my boyfriend has been helping out too, just because I've kind of been putting him to work, honestly, and I just wanted to show him the influencer marketing world just in case he, you know, ended up liking it, or maybe it'll take him in different directions within marketing or something else. But I thought it'd be a good time for him just to try something new, but I have been putting him to work. But so he's been trying to help when he can, but he is actually working on other things. So I do appreciate him hopping on this, just because, you know, we both feel the brand will explode, and he gets along really well with the founders, so figured it could be good for him. And then the new influencer manager will be able to hop in. I'm adding another one. I'm like on a roll with this one. I feel good. For a bit I was like, oh, can't find any good one. So I think I'm gonna pause there, let the coordinators handle. I do need to get to the weekly reporting just so that I can get that out of the way, but for right now, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. It's 6:30. I honestly was very distracted today, but good thing it was Labor Day, but I do wish that I got some of these other items done. One coordinator is out sick, so I do think I have time to record the TikTok prospecting instructions that I can give her and then the new influencer manager, and they can work together. I'd like to get those done just so that I can focus mainly on the full-time job tomorrow. I'm not really sure the structure because I haven't been invited to any meetings, so I'm not really sure who or what my boss wants me to do tomorrow, but we'll see. I get antsy because I don't know what the meeting schedule is, and I like to know a week ahead of time what meetings I should be involved with, but I know it'll come in time. It's newer, so I'll be fine. And she seems really cool, but I don't want to give off the wrong impression, you know. And Wednesday I do have an eye appointment, so I'm going to be bopping around LA, so kind of distracted that day. I should have honestly just started the full-time on Thursday. Yeah, so for some background, I haven't started it yet. I was not going to go in full-time, but I just kept talking to different recruiters because they were reaching out, and I was like, you know what? Let me just try. Let me just try it. See how it goes. Like, I've gotten some really good opportunities my way, so I'm like, I was shoving them off for a while, and then I don't know, I just felt like going for this one, and I'm really lucky that I constantly was talking to brands ever since my last full-time ended, and I'm glad I had a bit of a break from that, but I just felt like I should move forward and try it out again. So I'm thankful I have consulting on the side, but yeah, that's where we are. And this is a really long vlog, and I don't think all of them will be this long, but today was an interesting day, and I will keep trying to record, and I will try to edit, but I do get very busy, so I might hire somebody. Anyways, I'm blabbing yet again, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in and subscribing, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.